everybody, welcome. So basically, in this wonderful tarot card reading, I'm going to tell you all about this situation, and it's called a lecture. Okay? Now, let's say you have a lecture. You have a lecture about there was something that was happening between, let's say, you live in a household, and let's say you're not doing your adult duties. Now your adult duties, basically, where you're, clean up after yourself and look after yourself and not put food in the rooms or anything like that. Well, I'm talking about a lecture of what's going on, and the lecture is between this situation, right? Now everyone goes through a challenging ways about what's going on, about if they don't do their adult duties or they don't do anything, there's a consequence for it. Now, picture this. Picture that, you have a lecture between two zodiac signs. Okay, so your lecture is between a Scorpio man and a Virgo woman. Now, let's say there are three. Okay, so if you have three, as in the three zodiac signs, as in a Aquarius woman, a Virgo woman, and a Scorpio man at the same time, these are three individuals. Okay, now having a lecture is a pain in the butt. Okay, it's basically a rear in the behind. You know what I mean? But the way all this is, when you have a lecture, and it drives you nuts, drives you crazy, drives you off the wall, expression, you have to understand that what was happening, right? Why that there is a lecture that's being, negative or discriminatory or scrutiny or rudeness or betrayal or anything like that. You have to pay attention whether you have a lecture or not, right? Yes, there might be times where you have a lecture because, well, you want to have things to be on the ball or on, the way how it is. And when you have it, you have your own lecture, right? Now, the lecture is between the way how it looks, how it kind of looks like, but nowadays, this is how it is. This is the way of how what's challenging it is when you have a lecture, right? A lecture is between the way how this is, but when you're not getting along, you're not getting along, right? That's how it goes. But in the tarot situation, we're going to figure out this out. We're going to figure out what's happening in this situation, no matter how it is, and the two individuals that I'm trying to say to all is between a Virgo woman and a Scorpio man. Let's say, for example, this is going to be how it is. It's going to be for a lecture, and, this is how it is, right? This is the way it is. So, this is how it is. This is how it is at the moment, and when you do it, this is the way it seems to be, because this is the way it kind of is at the moment, and this is how it is at the moment of time. So this is the way it is influencing of the situation, no matter how it kind of goes in the situation, and you have to understand of what's right, what's wrong in this situation. So this oracle card, it says Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. That's how it goes, right? So when you're having a lecture, you're not getting along with somebody, because a lecture is where you're lecturing somebody, you're basically having negativity, you're being judged on it, you're taking the way how it is. Judgment is actually taking action, right? Now, when you're doing your adult duties, as in your chores, or, that's how it goes. I call it adult duties, right? Because chore is a negative word, and I will put that on the side, okay? You can put the comments below if you want. But the way all this is, if you notice the word about this judgment that represents action on it, that's how it goes, right? So you have to take action about your responsibilities and the way how this is, no matter how it's going to influence of this situation, but this is how it goes. We're going to figure out who's on the left side, who's on the right side, and we're going to figure out who's in the middle of this situation. The way how this is, we're going to figure this out, right? This is the way it is, but this is the way it seems to be. So, here we go. Now, the way how this is, the Three of Pentacles, there's no excitement here, right? So, when you have no excitement, nothing imposes that, right? But let's talk about the lecture here. When you have the Three of Pentacles reversed, it means you have no excitement whatsoever, right? You're being, basically the way it means you don't need to have your own excitement, you don't care, you don't whatever, right? That's how it goes. On the opposite side, as the High Priestess reverse, you're not using your inner voice. You're not using your voice, right? So this is how it goes. So between a Virgo woman and a Scorpio man, or it could be a Virgo woman and a Aquarius woman, it doesn't matter. But remember, these are the ways of how it looks like and the way of how it goes. So here we go. So I'm going to clarify between the left side of the situation. The King of Swords here says no knowledge. The Death card is upright. There's basically endings, as in Scorpio. And the Nine of Pentacles does represent comfort, as in, so how it goes, you're being comfortable, right? So it does represent Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus in this situation, but we know that the Death card does represent Scorpio. So this could be a Scorpio man side in this situation. Now, on the right side, we're going to figure out what's going on with this High Priestess card. Page of Pentacles is upright, the Seven of Swords is upright, you're feeling deceit. King of Wands here, there's no leadership. The Judgment here is you're not taking action. Eight of Cups here is there's no entertainment. Nine of Cups here is there's no fulfillment. 10 of Pentacles here is there's no wealth. The 10 of Cups here is there's no so basically no incompletion. Double reverse, there's no obsessions. But 8 Pentacles is upright, there's perfection. Yes it is, but it doesn't represent Virgo here in this situation. It's like, okay, I know how I'm going to be selective, I know what's going on, but the Virgo situation, no matter what the Virgo woman is doing, it's not a good way about imposing on the situation. It's like, and this is why I'm talking about a lecture here, because the lecture can be a good side and a bad side to it, like a good seed and a bad seed as it is. But the way this is, when things are not looking as special, this is the way how it is. This is going to be how unimportant this is. But the way how this is, when you have a bad outcome, or a bad omen, or a bad influence, whatever it is, it's like things are not going as planned, right? So let me clear. So I'm going to go to one card between the Death card and the Nine of Pentacles. Leo, fortune readers are having bad luck. So Scorpio is having bad luck because he doesn't want to learn about this lecture process. He's basically saying, well, forget this. I don't want to do it anymore. But the Scorpio man has it. Like he's all peeved off. He doesn't like this. He wants to, have his own ways about saying, well, I don't like the lecture. I hate this. Whatever it is. But when you're having bad luck, things are not going as planned. Now, a Virgo woman, as in the Eight of Pentacles, I'm going to say what that is. The Hermit. So it means that she already has a soulmate, right? We're not talking about the soulmates here, but we're talking about the lecture, right? Between having adult duties and not being responsible, having consequences, whatever it is. And when you do that, it is supposed about that situation. Now, while Scorpio has the Wheel of Fortune reversed, let's say what's going on here. The Hangman is upright, there's restrictions. The Moon is upright, there's misrotations. So Scorpio is affected by the Moon. He's affected by the energy, what's going on through him. And he's saying, well, why I'm having this? Why I'm having these restrictions? Because I'm being restricted, right? Now, between the Scorpio side, as he is taking to learn about the judgment called the action, he basically wants to take action. He wants to do things that he wants to have responsible, right? He wants to have this. This is not the P's and Q's. This is not the way it works, but this is how it goes, right? He has to understand that there's basically not an understudy. No, it is. But whether he has the potential of what's going on, right? Now, a Virgo woman, as she has the Hermit card reversed, let's see what's going on. So the Fool reversed, there's no change, but the Wheel of Fortune reversed, she's having bad luck. Now, when a Virgo woman has bad luck, she's overwhelmed. She's like, well, I always been telling, I've been doing all these things for you, I've been, doing la-di-la-la, la-di-la-la, That's how it goes, right? And she has enough with it. Now the Scorpio man has the Hangman and the Moon card. Now let's say between the Moon and the Hangman, let's say what's going on. The Hero of the Universe, there's no guidance. Strength card of the Universe, there's no bravery. The Sun card is everywhere, there's positivity. He's staying positive as much as he can. Because when he has no strength, he's being scared because he has no bravery, right? And he has no guidance, but he already has guidance in his own way, right? Scorpio can't do it because he has to put it into perspective. That's all he can do. But the way all this is, he's trying to resist of what's going on, right? That's how it goes. So he's trying to figure out what the ins and outs of this situation. Now the Virgo woman, whether she has the Wheel of Fortune in this field card, we're gonna see this. This field card is upright. There's basically change, and Temperance is upright. There's basically healing. She's healing because she doesn't want to get all defensive. Like, she doesn't want to play games anymore. She wants to help to be doing this. She wants to do things because it's her choice, right? A Virgo woman has to tell you what's going on, whether she doesn't like it, whether she hates it, whether she provides about your food, your shelter, your clothing, whatever it is, right? She wants to help you as much as she can, but when she decides to help Scorpio as the man, and Scorpio is saying, well, I don't need your help, I'm going to use my independence, Scorpio is going to look at it as a very interesting way about his own start, right? Of his own ways, what's going on. Now, a Virgo woman, when she has the Temperance card and the Fool card, she's changing and she's basically healing at the same time. It's like she's saying, well, I don't like this anymore, or I want to help you, I don't want to help anymore, but she's basically saying that she's getting paid for it. Whether she's getting paid for it and she likes to do her job, okay, that's good. But when she has a lecture, I call it a lecture right now, because in this way it is, right? Because the point being is that when you're feeling like this, you're feeling like, well, this is the way how it goes. This is like almost the way of how it goes. And when you do it, this is the way it seems to be, right? This is not an Adam's apple. This is not the way it works, right? I don't know why I'm laughing here. But it is basically that, right? So let me go from between this Temperance card and this Fool card for Virgo as the woman. The Temperance is upright, there's healing. The Emperor, she has no structure. But Judgement is upright, she wants action. She wants to take action because she's saying, alright, I'm gonna do this as much as I can. She's saying that she wants to, do what she wants, whether she likes to be the center of attention. Maybe she wants to influence herself, saying, well, I don't want to do this, I don't care, I want to do things by myself. Well, a Virgo woman, she needs to think about the pedal to the metal, right? That's a good thing, right? She wants to do it. She wants to influence herself. She wants to, have her own ways. She doesn't want to put a pawn on that situation. She knows what to do. She wants guidance. She wants to pay attention. She wants things to be going her way. Now, Scorpio, as the man here, he's saying, well, I'm staying positive. I want to do it. But he wants to try to figure out what's going on. He wants to take things on his side. Not her side, as a Virgo woman, but as his side, as a Scorpio man. Let's see what's his Sun card about. The world is upright, there's completion, and the Strength of reverse, he has no bravery. He's being scared. Because he knows what to do, he knows what's going to happen next. He understands that, right? Now, the way all this is the way it seems to be, right? So, things are going as planned, but when you look at them in a different perspective, that's the way it works. This is the way it seems to be. So, let me clarify this Judgment card for a Virgo woman. The Tower is upright, there's transformation. Moon is upright, there's manifestations. The Judge is upright, she's telling the truth. She's telling the truth because she's saying, alright, look here. Look here, Scorpio. I want to know what's going on because I had enough. I want to take things slowly. I know that I'm telling the truth, but you need to get this done. Now, Scorpio is saying, well, why I'm feeling scared. Why is Scorpio feeling scared? Well, let's check on that, shall we? Let's see what this strength card about. The Judgment is right, he's taking action. The Hangman is right, he has restrictions. He's being restricted because it's not his job to do the dishes, for example. He doesn't want to wash dishes. He doesn't want to take things on his side. Now, a Virgo woman, she's saying, well, I know that everything's transforming for me. I know that I don't want to do this anymore. I'm getting old. I don't want to do it. I just don't. Well, then why would a Scorpio man has restrictions? He's being restricted because it's not his duty. He's not having his own responsibilities to know what's going on. It's like things are not going as planned, right? It's like why things are going as a different option, a different perspective. That's all you can do. But you take a risk. You take a risk because things are not going as planned. It's like, well, you're saying, woe is me. I can't do it anymore, because this is the way it works. So let me clarify this Judgment card and this Hangman for Scorpio. The Four of Wands is already there's celebration. 10 of Sorcerers, there's no conclusions, and 2 Wands reverse, there's no planning. He's not planning yet. He has the Four of Wands is already busy celebration on something because that's what he can do. He understands what's going on from that situation. Whether he decides to do it, and it's a wonderful feeling. That's the way how it goes. What's between the Tower, the Moon, and the Justice for a Virgo woman? The Moon reverse. So there's no misrotations. She's not focusing about the Moon energy because she doesn't want this to happen. But she's not trying to play games here. She doesn't want to do that. But let's see what's going on for this 2 Wands here for Scorpio. The Magician is alright. He wants skill. Yes, he wants skill. The Judgment reverse, he's not taking action right now because it's not his choice. And the Judgment reverse, there's no endings here. He had enough on what a Virgo woman is doing to him, whether he's imposing himself. He's not exposing himself, he's imposing himself. Like he's trying to strike the pose, right? Just like a picture, right? But the way of this is, whether he decides to have the skill, he's paying attention to it. No matter what he sees, he's going after it. He's going after what's going on because he understands that. So the Moon reverse for a Virgo woman, let's see what's going on. The Emperor is upright, there's structure. High Priestess is upright, she wants to use her inner voice. The Devil card is upright. Yeah, it does represent that she's acting where the Virgo woman is acting like she's not being a very nice Virgo woman. She's actually having violence. She's actually saying, this is BS. I can't do it anymore, or I hate the negativity, or you're nattering. I don't like this. That's what a Virgo is doing to a Scorpio man. A Scorpio man is saying, well, forget this. I'm out, right? That's what the Scorpio man is saying to the woman. The woman is saying to the man, saying, well, go figure. I hate this. I quit. But no. If you're having a lecture of doing dishes or doing chores or doing your responsibilities and you're acting to be a young adult, turn into another adult, whatever it is, you have that time to know what to do. So when you're acting like, you're having obsessions, addictions, violence, you're being scrutiny, that's what a Virgo woman wants. She's acting like that. She wants to tell Scorpio a lot of things, and a Virgo woman is telling Scorpio what the heck he wants to do. This is between the same as a Aquarius woman at the same time, okay? Now, Aquarius woman is not in this reading yet, but rest assured, it might happen. So get ready, right? So let's see. So we had that situation of how it goes. Now, let's see what's going on in the middle of this situation. The Ace of Cups is upright. There's prosperity about love in this situation between the two of them, right? Between a Scorpio side on the left side and the Virgo woman on the right side. That's how it goes. But we have the Ace of Cups. It does represent satisfaction here. Everything's satisfied. Alright. But the way how this is going to keep continuing. Now, let's see. Let's see what's going on. So, I'm going to clarify between the middle, and let's see what's going on. The Two of Pentacles here. So this is an out of balance. Out of balance, this means you're not balancing anymore, because this is out of balance. Okay? Now, you're thinking, why is it unbalanced, Zodiacs? Why? Well, let's take this as a further. Let's keep it down between this lecture I'm talking about. So basically, while you're feeling like you're basically out of balance here per se, now things are not going as planned, right? Now, a Virgo woman, well, she acts to be the devil as the situation, and she hates it, and she's acting like, oh no, it's not my fault. No, I can't do this anymore. I don't. I'm telling you about the dishes. I'm telling you about this. I'm telling you about that. That's what a Virgo woman is doing. A Scorpio man is saying, wait, hold the phone. Hold it. I have the magician. I have the skill. Yes, because when he has the skill because he wants it. He wants things to happen his way, right? The Virgo is saying to the Scorpio man, saying, no, it's not your way. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to do this. But you're saying, no. No. Let's keep moving forward, not going backwards with this. So let me clarify this Two of Pentacles here. The Emperor is upright. There's structure here. There's obviously structure between the two, right? Now, let's say what's in the middle of this situation between the opposite of this Emperor card. The Hermit reverse, there's no solitude. Alright. Five of Swords over, there's conflict. Obviously, there is conflict here. Way to go on this one. Now the Five of Swords does represent basically Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Now, let's put all of them together. Let's put between Aquarius woman in this situation. So we have Scorpio man on the left side, Aquarius woman in the middle, and a Virgo woman on the right side. Now this is very complicated, alright? So while the him per se as a Scorpio man has the skill card, he has it because he has skill. Now you're going to picture this. Now picture it. Picture it between this Five of Swords for a Aquarius woman. Now I'll do one card for represents that. Empress reverse, there's no nourishment. The Hierophant is upright. She wants guidance. Now Aquarius woman has guidance. She wants it. She wants to have it. Okay. Now, that's how it is. It's not all yet. But let me clarify this magician for Scorpio. The Ace of Cups is already their satisfaction. In the Page of Cups is loyalty. He wants loyalty. Scorpio man wants loyalty. He doesn't want to have to play games about this lecture thing. He doesn't want to play games against, what's going on. He doesn't want to. Things are not going as planned because he basically hates it. He hates having lectures. He's having a bad timing. Bad timing is very bad timing, right? Like, how, for example, when someone's phoning you and you're just about to leave and all of a sudden bad timing? Yes, okay? Right? Now, the Scorpio man has the loyal card because he wants to be loyal. Now, Aquarius woman has the Hierophant. She wants guidance. Obviously, she is. But the Virgo woman, when she has the Devil card is upright, there's obsessions, addictions, angry, violence. She doesn't like this. Now, let's say what the basically this Aquarius woman has. So let's say what this Hierophant. So The King of Cups is upright. There's basically support. 8 wands reversed, there's no speed. 3 wands reversed, there's no communication. Now, Aquarius woman has basically, Aquarius woman is saying that she has no communication. She gets all angry, gets all, defensive. That's the way how it works, right? Now, Virgo woman, when she tells you to do something, and she does this is what's going to happen. Now, let me clarify the High Priestess, the Emperor, and the Devil card. The Emperor is upright, their structure. So this is how it goes. Now, let's say about that, right? Now Scorpio, now Virgo has the Emperor. Now, when a Virgo woman has an Emperor, she has structure, right? She has the ability to have structure. And when she has it, she does, right? Now, the way how this is how it is, right? Now, let's say the Emperor for a Virgo woman who's saying about these lecture things, she's having this, okay? Now, let's say about that. Now, while I'm having, it's the way how this is the way how it goes. Now, I'm going to use these cards, okay? Now, let's say what's going for a Scorpio man on this side. King Pentacles here, there's no security. He has no security because he doesn't want this anymore. He's feeling like when he has no security, he has no guards right now. He has no there. The 3 wands for a Virgo woman, she has no communication. She has support, fine. She has no speed. But let me clarify that for one card. 3 of Swords, there's no heartbreak. Not yet. A Virgo woman, when she has the Emperor, let's say about this, 6 wands already. She wants achievement. Okay, so what's going on for the Scorpio on the left side here? 8 wands is upright. He wants speed. 8 Pentacles is upright. He wants perfection. Page of Swords is upright. He wants education. He wants to have education because he wants to be educated. He has the education about having lectures and, that's what he wants. He wants loyalty, he wants respect, he wants things to be happening, going to his way. Now, when I look at this Three of Swords reversed for a Aquarius woman, let me clarify this. So, the Queen wants to start, there's charisma. King of Cups reversed, there's no support. The 10 Pentacles reversed, there's no wealth. So there's no money, there's nothing. So the Scorpio, the Aquarius woman says that she has no money, no wealth. All right, let's see what this Virgo woman about for this achievement. Page 1 is upright. There's invention, and then Empress is upright. She wants nourishment. She wants to be nourished because things are going to be happening as her direction. Because she wants to take things in her own hands, and that's what she wants, right? That's what the Virgo woman wants. Now, Aquarius woman, when she has the 10 Pentacles here, when she has no money, let's say about what's going on for this card. The Judgement reverse, she's not having action. The Force reverse, she's having bad luck. The Fool is upright. There's change. Yeah, she's saying that she's going to change on that. She wants things to be happening her way, her direction. But when she has a bad, basically, Wheel of Fortune reverse, having basically bad luck here, that's how it goes. 5 of Swords reverse is there's no conflict. 2 of Cups is upright, there's relationships and friendships. There's basically relationships between all 3. So, a Scorpio man, Aquarius woman, and a Virgo woman at the same time. These 3 are in 3 different elements. Scorpio is a water sign, Aquarius is an air sign, and Virgo is an earth sign. Okay, so you can picture it, right? Now that's how it goes. Now we're going to see what's going on in this situation. I'm going to clarify on the left side for a Scorpio man. Six Pentacles upright. He wants kindness. He does want it because that's what he wants. And let's say what the Aquarius woman wants in the middle. Full reverse, there's no change. What's this Virgo woman wants? Seven Pentacles reverse. So there's no, she already has a career, right? Because she knows what to do it. That's how it goes. Now, let's see what's going on. So, let me clarify this. Six Pentacles for a Scorpio man. Five Wands is alright, he has chaos. Page of Swords is alright, he wants education. Four of Cups reverse, he has no distraction. He's not being distracted because he doesn't care. He wants things to happen his way. If he has chaos, well, he wants education. He wants things to happen his own direction. That's how it goes. What's this Fool card for Aquarius? Just for the Earth, she's not telling the truth. She's lying about something. Now, Aquarius women, when she's lying about something, she doesn't want to do things on her part. She wants others to do things for her, whether she hates it, whether she dissatisfying about it. She doesn't like that. That's how it goes. Now the Virgo woman, when she has this Seven Pentacles is reversed, she already has a career. The Ace of Swords reversed, she has no anxiety. So that's kind of explainable. Now let's say what this for a Scorpio man. Strength card reversed, he has no bravery. Two Wands stubborn, he's planning about something. Queen Wands reversed, there's no charisma. 10 Wands reversed, there's no burdens. 6 Swords reversed, there's no movement. Queen Pentacles reversed, there's no insecurity. 3 of Cups reversed, there's no celebration. 2 Swords reversed, he don't know which path he's going to take. 4 Pentacles reversed, he already has money. 5 of Cups reversed, there's no grief. 5 Swords reversed, there's no conflict. Chore is upright, he has progress. Right? He knows what to do because that's what he wants. That's how it seems to be. What's this Judge's card for a Virgo woman? Or a Aquarius woman, I believe. High Priestess is upright, she wants to use her inner voice. The Sun card is upright, she wants positivity. Righteous reverse, there's no skill. Wheel of Fortune reverse, she has some bad luck. That's how it goes. What's this Eight of Swords reverse for a Virgo woman? 7 Wands is alright, she's feeling deceit. 10 Pentacles reverse, she already has a career. Lovers is alright, she wants decisions. Yes, she wants decisions because things are going to be as the way how this is. It's like this is the way how it works, how it turns out. This is the way it seems to be. It's like, okay, this is how it is. So let's see what's going on this for Aquarius woman as this Wheel of Fortune. Moon is upright, there's some interpretations. Hangman is upright, there's restrictions. Chariot is upright, she wants to have progress. That's what she wants, right? She wants things to be happening because she understands that. That's how it goes along. A Virgo woman, let's say about this Lover's card. The Tower reverse, there's no transformation. Lover's reverse, there's no decisions. Wheel of Fortune. Now she's having bad luck because things are not going her way. It's like, well, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to take action. I don't want to keep doing this. So let's say between the Lovers and this Wheel of Fortune. The Hermit is upright. She wants to have solitude. She wants things to be happening as long. She already has a soulmate. She already knows what's going to be happening. That's how it goes. Let's see what's this Hermit card about. The Chariot is upright. There's progress. Magician here, she has no skill. High Priestess here, there's no inner voice. The Strength card here, she has no bravery. She's being scared. Because things are not going as her direction. And the way how this is, things are like a turning point. I know what a turning point is, but the way how this is the way it kind of looks like. This is the way of how it's going to be in that way. So let me clarify. Let me clarify this Strength card for a Virgo woman. Let's see. Who's having a bad influence? So let me clarify this Strength card. Hierophant is upright, there's guidance. 3 of Cups upright, there's celebration. 9 of Wands is upright, she's having fear. Back and forth. Back and forth when she had that. Right? So that's how it goes. Now let's see what the universe is saying here. So I'm going to go from the middle to left. Middle to the right, middle to left, I mean. 4 of Wands is upright, there's celebration. Queen of Swords upright, there's independence. Lotus reverse, there's no decisions. 7 of Swords reverse, there's no deceit. 3 of Wands reverse, there's no communication. She has no communication because she hates playing this game. Between the middle and left side for Scorpio, for 2 of Wands is upright, he wants to plan on something. Knight of Pentacles reverse, there's no trust. The Emperor reverse, there's no structure. Ace of Wands reverse, there's no new beginnings. Ace of Swords reverse, there's no anxiety. Queen of Pentacles reverse, there's no stability. For Ace of Pentacles reverse, there's no prospects. The Hierophant is upright. He wants guidance. So that's how it goes, right? That's how it seems to be. What's the 3 of Wands about for a Virgo woman? 2 of Cups is upright, she wants relationships. Strength card is upright, she wants bravery. That's how she wants. What's between the planning and this independence? The Page of Cups here, there's no loyalty. 5 of Cups here, there's no grief. 6 of Swords upright, there's movement. Yes, there is. Because she knows what to do it. She knows how to take on as a, way how this is, but the way it seems to be, right? This is how it goes, right? This is the way it seems to be, right? So, as a matter of fact, when I say about a word about it's called, lecture here, whether you have a lecture and you hate the word lecture, just have to be knowing about a word called, chores. Chores is a negative word that I'm going to pronounce. Chores. And, when you look at the word chore, just think about the word lecture, okay? Because the way how I'm going to say it, don't spray it, but when you have a lecture about it, between the Scorpio man on the left side here that I'm pointing at, he has guidance because he's being guided, right? He knows what to do. The 6 of Swords does represent a Virgo woman here because she wants to have movement and that's what she wants. And last but not least, for a Virgo woman, yes, she acts like she was being the devil and she was acting all mean, rude, disrespectful. She wants to have bravery and she wants relationships. That's what she wants. But, she's probably saying to herself, well, this is not going to end well. I hate this. But, you're trying to not discourage yourself. But the way all this is how it happens. So, whether if you live in a home share as a house and someone looks after you, or, this is how it goes, whether you're this way it works, or, it happens to you, it will happen. So, get ready for it if it does happen. And I do know about these individuals that I'm talking about, whether they're a Scorpio man, a Virgo woman, and Aquarius woman at the same time. That's how it goes. And this is the way it seems to be. So, before I let y'all go, try to pay attention about this whole entire reading. I hope that you understand this. I hope that you can understand it. You can laugh about it if you want or whatever. But this is how it goes, right? So, this is the way it seems to be. And this is how it is, right? This is the way it is. So, I hope you all like it. Please get a like. Please get a comment if you want. And this is how it is. So, stay tuned and I'll see you next time when I do. This is how it goes. So, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day to all. And I'll see you next time when I do. And thank you so much. And, this is the way it works. But thank you so much. And bye for now. Really, thank you. And bye.